Hello everyone. Just making a video to show how um, the natural flow of water in our community is. Um, so primarily the entire land is in such a way that the flow of water from all these patches, the dark areas which you see where there is a bit of water and all that, it comes to the lowest point. The natural flow comes to the lowest point, which is over here. The lowest point is this place, which is the collection, where we have the collection well. And then we have a boundary wall. What's on the other side? Well, while this is the lowest point, the other side is almost about, say, 15 feet high. So this place is 15 feet high, whereas this place is 15 feet down. So what happens is all the water which comes into our community gets collected here, being the lowest point. So how the water goes out from here? Though now the builder has built it in such a way that we have a collection well. The water comes here entire, especially when it rains, when it gets flooded, all the water which comes here comes to the collection well. So from the collection well, we have now made a pump house which has about, we have different capacities of motors running, which pumps out the water to the wall outside over here. So I'll show you to you in a closer look. So if you notice, so the water comes here, this is the wall. We have made this provision where we pump out the water using close to about 100 HP motors. 100 HP is massive, but that's what we do. When we do have our own pump, sometimes we have to rent our own rent pump, especially when it gets flooded and so on. So we pump out the water from here into an outlet which has been developed by Pacifica as a CSR program and donated to the panchayat, where the water flows just besides the road over here. It's underground, hence you can't see it, but you can see it from here. It comes out here into the panchayat, Pudupakam panchayat channel. So this is a channel which belongs to the Pudupakam panchayat. And the water is supposed to flow out in this direction. Yeah. So this is how it works, right? Now, giving you a bigger picture, coming back to the bigger picture, from where all does the water flows into the lowest point. So this is the phase 1. This entire property which you see here is our phase 1 property, right? Phase 2 is being built over here, right? Now we generally get water from different points, from different directions. When it rains, and when it rains heavily and we begin to get flooded, the water from this part of the clubhouse area, this is the clubhouse area which has a round Tana road. The clubhouse is currently being built here. There's a lot of activity happening here now, right? Just to give a bigger picture, this is Bright Towers, Happiness Towers, and then we go towards the side where Pacifica Aurum office is, and then we come to the Veeranam Road, to the OMR Road over here. This side of, so if you along the road there is a small channel called the Veeranam Eri Road. So most of the water which gets accumulated on this side towards Happiness Towers, Pride Towers, they go along the road to that Veeranam Eri Channel Road towards OMR and towards the beach, towards the sea, sorry. Yeah. Now what happens to the water which gets collected here? It has to go somewhere. So all the water, it comes to this particular point. Though we try to create different bunds to see if we can restrict the water, but when it rains really heavy, we are not able to stop it, and hence we have been reaching out to Pacifica asking for his support. Like the design has flaws, there is no natural flow, and you're allowing all the water to come into phase 1. Now let's take from where the water is coming. So this is the cricket ground, this is our own local pond, So when it rains heavily, the water gets collected here, enters into the cricket ground, comes into, from here it comes to the, through the gate it comes into the pond area. From the pond area, and all the water is collected here also comes into the, from the pond area, and from the cricket it comes to the canal, to the canal which we have made, which we have, it goes again to the well. Similarly, all the water which comes or gets collected over here comes to the canal, right? Similarly, all the water which get collected in this side of the land also comes to the canal. Now, because this side is down, the water which is from here on, which is like from phase 2 entrance, this is phase 2 entrance, let me expand it to show it to you. So from here, from phase 2 entrance of this side, this is a slope, so all the water comes towards this direction. From that side of phase 2, it is slope on the other side, which is, so if you notice, these villas don't get flooded because the slope is on the other side. Whereas on this side, the water gets. Here is the skating ring, the tennis court where they play tennis, basketball court, and so on. So I did say that the water from the cricket ground comes over here, and then this water over here, when it gets flooded, when it gets really heavy, though we have made small bunds to prevent, but after a while it will break away and the water begins to flow through this channel back into the tennis, through the tennis gate into this again to this channel, to our canal. Now what has happened is, in the last 1 month, there was a wall here. This is a temple land. This is a temple land which doesn't belong to Pacifica. But there was a wall here which kind of acted as a barrier for the water, for these waters not to flow into our property. Now Pacifica has broken open this land. So what will happen is the water which gets collected over here, right? A part of the water will go out from here and would go through this. Just follow my cursor. It will flow out, and currently that's what's happening. A part of the water flows out, goes through the road and comes to this particular place, which is near kids play area 1, where we have created a kind of an outlet where the water, it comes here. We have created a channel here, and the water goes into phase 3, which is yet to be built, but this is what happens. Water goes into phase 3. So it's like, just there's no proper channel, but we have just made a, like, okay, for the moment let's do this. That's what we have done. Now the other part, if we come back to phase 2, this is phase 2. Now the water will start flowing into the temple land, and from the temple land it will flow to the tennis court area gate, and from the gate it will come to the, again back into the canal, where it puts a lot of pressure again back into the collection well chamber. Now, so we are going to be receiving water from the cricket ground, we are going to be receiving from the tennis court area, now we are also going to be receiving from the phase 2 area. So that puts a lot of pressure on us in terms of our pumping capacity. Though we have a pumping capacity for mild rains, but when it begins to rain, it becomes very, very challenging, and that's the reason why we get flooded, like, right? So please note that this is the lowest point. This is higher here, 15 feet higher, 15 to 20 feet higher. This is 15 to 20 feet down here. And we do not have any other way of sending out the water. Now what we understand is, I'm coming back to what, this is phase 3 of the Pacifica land. If you look at this a bit closely, there's a wall here. So this is Pacifica's phase 3 land. Now the other day when we were speaking to Pacifica management, we came to know that they're going to be developing this area, the phase 3 area. But again, in the discussion, we came to know that there is no outlet for the water to go out from here direction. There is no canal, nothing on the other side. So when phase 3 construction happens, even this water somewhere will begin to flow into this particular outlet. That puts a lot of pressure on us in terms of how we are going to manage it. Why should we, phase 1 people, take in all the water coming from all the direction with this little manhole, which is the little collection well? So this is going to be causing a huge problem for us. and that's the reason we're asking the builder to give us a solution. Okay. um, we are not sure. There's always a bandage kind of a thing, like, okay, there is a from so one of the things which we propose is like temporary again, to create from the collection well and underground, using duct pipe along this just follow my cursor. From here we create a duct pipe. From here it goes straight into this is like Bala's house and all is here, Dr. Shashikala's house. And then we push it into the phase 3 land. The phase 3 land is about 5 feet down, whereas we are again here. So this side is again down, whereas this side, our side, is a little up. So we push it into phase 3. Now, if you push it to phase 3, what happens? It will remain here, it will find its own way, but we really do not know how the builder is going to pump out the water from here or remove the water. Like, there is no natural flow available. Um, so this is some of the challenges which which we will be facing, and we are reaching out to the builder to really help us to take ownership of this and to see how he can do it, how he can manage it. There has to be some kind of a state of art technology to see that the water coming here is doesn't first of all, the water doesn't come. If there's a way to divert the water to the Viranameri canal over here, rather than coming over here. If it is coming here, how do we manage this particular area? Remember, to pump out the water, it costs a lot of money. We spend almost about 20 to 25 lakhs per year just to pump out the water, which is from our camp money. It's a ton, like total waste of the money just to pump out water which is coming to the community. So just giving a bigger picture of it, and we're looking for some solutions here. Thank you for watching.